Let's get straight to breaking news out of North Las Vegas, where a bicyclist is dead after being hit by a car. We all know how important life-saving donations are when someone's involved in an accident or has medical problems, but how much do you really know about organ donation? Colorado State fans kept hoping the Rams would get it together during the Royal Purple Las Vegas Bowl, but late this afternoon, Utah ended up the winner. Watching and betting on the NCAA college basketball tournament has become a huge tradition here in Las Vegas. In fact, the sports books refer to it as the ultimate mancation. Everything must go. The Clarion Hotel Casino closed a few days ago, and owners are getting rid of everything that is not nailed down. When you ask, we investigate. Open enrollment is long over, but some customers of Nevada HealthLink are still running into trouble, and they're turning to Action News for help. The man hanging on through the window thought his friend's stolen purse was in the car. Witnesses called police, but neither party filed a complaint.
That's a good friend.
I know.
To cling onto a car and try and get the purse back?
Gotta get that.
Everyone needs friends like that.
I was just going over these documents sent to our newsroom from the courthouse, which indicate that former NFL player Darren Sharper will enter a guilty plea this morning. And you can see there's still caution tape up here to keep people out of this apartment complex area because it's dangerous to walk around. There's just broken glass everywhere. I think a lot of people waking up this morning will be stunned at how bad the water is over here, how high it is. But I want to show you this. Take a look at this wall, this hole in the wall. This was created by the car that police say caused this whole thing. Sam and Christina, this is the Monopoly board we all know. The one behind me is about 37 times its size. It's taken 3 days to build, and as you can see, they're still not done yet.
You can blame the drought. Boating season ends today for boaters who have rent slips at the Folsom Lake Marina. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Adrienne Moore.
And I'm Steve Large. CBS 13's Denise Wong is live at Folsom Lake, where many have removed their boats in just the past few hours. Denise.
Yeah, you can see all these boats dry docked over here. There are hundreds of them because the elevation of the lake has dropped so low, boat owners aren't allowed to leave them in the water anymore. It looks like a nice day on the lake, but not for Jim Stinson, who's bringing his boat to the ramp just to dry store it. Boating season for him is over.
It's a bit sad because I know that I'd like to be on the lake all summer, all the way through September, but with the drought the last couple of years, it just hasn't been that way.
Boats need to be out when the elevation of the lake drops to 412 feet. Now that it's at 414 feet, it's getting dangerously close. If owners don't remove their boats soon, they could have a tough time. Jay Blanton found where his boat was docked, there was only 8 feet of water before it hit the lake bed.
So to leave it and even wait maybe a week, it's going to drop fairly low. That's going to cause a problem as far as getting it out.
The marina's owners say some years boats don't have to be removed until Labor Day. But they say the lake's elevation is now dropping 2/3 of a foot a day. And all these boats out of the water means a big hit to their business. From Cheetos at the snack bar to gas at the pumps, sales will be slow. As far as their summer on the lake, boaters say they're disappointed.
Yeah, it's extremely early.
But in our 4th year of drought, it's not a surprise.
Because we're running low on water. Just one of those things, like everything else.
And now that everything else includes finding alternative ways to keep cool this summer.
Oh, it's too bad. Short season.
The marina's owners are giving boat owners some leeway. While the signs say boats have to be removed from the water today, they can actually take them out tomorrow. The marina's owners say in more than 40 years of business, they've never had a problem with people not removing their boats when they really need to.
There is a creepy camera. It's right there pointing into the hot tub. That's kind of strange.
Andrea Bryant doesn't want to go into the hot tub at her apartment complex anymore after seeing this while sitting in the water.
And one of my neighbors said, "Hey, do you know you're being recorded?" And I said, "No." "What do you mean?" And he said, "Look at that camera."
It was looking right at her.
It's totally an invasion of privacy. It's very uncomfortable.
With so many kids around, parents say the camera makes them uneasy too.
Actually, it's not safe to come here because you don't know who's watching you.
So we went searching for who was watching them. Mark Suddy says the camera belongs to him. Why do you have a camera in your backyard?
Because people throw garbage over here. They throw, my neighbors had syringes thrown over.
He says since he put it up about a year and a half ago, vandalism on his property has gone down. Attorney Jeff Kravitz says it's probably not a crime since the camera is clearly visible, not hidden in a hole.
This issue is right on the borderline of law as to whether or not somebody can do this, place a camera in a way to look into their neighbor's yard.
But Kravitz says neighbors may have a civil case when it comes to invasion of privacy. Still, Suddy argues he's a concerned grandfather trying to keep his family safe and has no plans to take the camera down.
No, because it keeps them from throwing stuff over here.
New tonight, CBS 13's Denise Wong is live in Olivehurst getting answers on how they plan to do this. Denise?
Well, the Olivehurst Public Utilities District will be looking at its customers' meters starting in just a few days, June 1st. And customers who use above a certain amount of water in that month, they're going to be hit with that $25 penalty fee, and it'll show up in their next bill. Chris has lived in the Plumas Lake area for 6 years, and this is the first time he's really taking a hard look at his water meter.
I think I'm going to start paying more attention now.
Now that he's just learned if he uses more than 26 units of water a month, he'll have to pay a penalty.
I'm obviously going to try to conserve more based on just the circumstance itself, but there's not a whole lot we can do to change things.
While he's not happy about the new penalties the Olivehurst Public Utility District is imposing, OPUD's general manager says they have no choice.
We've had restrictions on watering days for over a year, but we're not getting to the desired conservation, and the state's turning up the heat.
Tim Shaw is referring to the state's mandate that the water district cut its usage by 36% or face a $10,000 a day fine. He admits this is a strict approach.
In our immediate vicinity, we're the only ones that we know of that are taking this approach.
Here's how it works. OPUD will read the meters of its customers from June 1st to June 30th. Households that use 0 to 26 units of water will not be penalized. If they use 27 to 45 units, they'll be fined $25 in their next bill. Those who use more than 45 units will have to pay a $60 penalty. It's not just residential customers. Businesses and schools have to reduce their water usage by 24%. If this high school doesn't, it could get hit with a projected $1,200 fine. But will these tough penalties really get people to take the restrictions seriously? OPUD's betting on it.
Yes, if we didn't think it would work, then we wouldn't have proposed it as a solution.
Chris says he still doesn't know what 26 units of water means, but it will likely result in him and his neighbors watering their lawns less often. So back here live, the big question is, how do you check your meter to see how many units of water you're using? Well, take a look here. Ignore the last 2 digits in black right there and focus on the 2 digits before that. Now, what you want to do is make sure that in a month, that number does not go up by more than 26, because that would mean you're using more than 26 units of water in a month. And by the way, the utility district plans to send out postcards to its customers over the next few days to warn them about these new penalties.
Good to know. Denise Wong live for us in Olivehurst tonight. Denise, thanks.